so funny.
Don't tell Frank about the Puffco. I was like, oh, it is the first thing I'm telling Frank. I actually can't wait to tell Frank about the Puffco. Puffco.
Oh, God,
That's
fucking
what I
love
get
it.
for not nagging.
Well,
That's the lesson you learn.
I mean, I'm the same way. I drop shit. Hannah, when we had our old apartment, she had like a scoreboard with like a tally of like, she kept track in her phone how many glass bongs and how many things I broke.
Oh, yeah.
I think one year I had 25.
Wow.
And it's always cleaning. It's always cleaning.
It's always cleaning.
It's always when you're cleaning it.
Yeah.
Like I've dropped it and caught it, or I've dropped it and it's fallen, it's bounced, and it's been fine.
Yeah, because you're in flow state then.
Yeah, 100%. You're ready. You're fucking going. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, tell him he's okay.
Sorry, I was trying to keep my lip gloss off it. I can't have you come bringing home a Puffco with lip gloss on it. That's crazy, dude. Hannah's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Not even. She'd just be like, "Are you getting poor girls high, you piece of shit?" So there was that porn star that was hanging out with Moses and all of us at the roast battle, Alexis Fox.
Oh yeah.
Great lady.
Yeah, she's really nice.
I told Hannah that I was hanging out with the porn star. She's like, "You're not making them uncomfortable, are you?" So I wasn't even worried that she's never worried that I'm going to do anything dumb. She's always worried.
She's like, "Don't be a creep."
Yeah, she's worried on everyone else's behalf.
That's my friend told me that her husband came home the other day and he was like, "A woman hit on me in line at the grocery store," and he was like feeling himself. And she's like, "Oh yeah, what happened?" And she's like, "Well, I looked back and she looked me up and down, and then we started talking." And she's like, "Okay, cool. Then what else happened?" He was like trying to convince her that they had a connection. She was like, "Anyways, what else?" You could tell that he was really trying. And then by the end of it, she goes, "Sounds like you were a creep," and then just walked away.
It sounds like you had a conversation.
Yeah.
You read too much into it.
Yeah, you're being creepy about the nice conversation with another person.
Anytime a girl hits on, I mean, it's rare, but anytime a girl's ever hit on me, I've always been like, I'm wearing tie-dye and Crocs that are Cheerios on them. Like, this is a red flag. This is not
this
a good
girl's
idea.
not doing well.
No, what are you doing? You're crazy. I'm so excited to have you. Welcome to Be Frank.
Hell yeah.
First guest, Kim Congdon. Hello.
I love it.
So excited to have you here.
You mean first guest ever?
Yeah, it was the first
Is
one.
this a new?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is special.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited.
You were so chill about it, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I felt like I would have been like, is this the first episode ever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
Sure. Yeah.
You're so chill about it.
Yeah.
That's so chill.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be more chill. I would have been like, the first episode. There would have been like glitter popping. I would have had
Fireworks
the
and
three,
shit.
the fucking balloons behind me. Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the capabilities you had.
Yeah. See?
Do you have glitter?
No glitter, just sound effects.
Oh, okay. So have you been liking moving the house? And I know you made the first mistake. It looked like today when you were like, you walked over here and you thought it was going to be cooler than it was.
Well, you know, okay. I do like the walking. Though it's just fucking hot, but the walking's actually good.
Do you feel like a better person?
Well, I feel I've definitely lost like 6 pounds since I've been here in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, the walking kind of fucks.
Absolutely. It fucking rocks.
With someone, my neck and back always hurts, and the heat kind of rocks for that too.
Yeah.
The heat like feels really good all the time.
Yoni made me do hot yoga for the first time.
I did this morning.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. It just to see all the shit that comes out of you, you're like, holy fuck.
Dude, when you're looking at the mat and it's just rolling, it
oh
looks
my
like a
God.
faucet with a leak. It's fucking nuts.
How many times did you think you were going to die in that class?
Oh my gosh, a few times.
Yeah.
A few times. I went today. Okay, so I made the mistake today because I was like, oh, I have an early podcast with Frank. It's 2. I was like, I have an early pod with Frank, so I'm going to do an early yoga class and be done, and then go to the pod and be done with like the day work stuff early. And, well, I'm so high.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
I forgot my entire point. Anyways.
So it was the hot yoga you went.
Oh, yeah. I tried to cheat. And they're
wait.
normally an hour class, and I saw a 45-minute class, and I go, oh, I'll do that. It'll be a quick one. Oh, no.
No.
Big mistake.
That hour was...
That bitch had me pulsing.
Oh, my God.
She had me when they have you pulsing in a class, you're fucked.
Dude. I didn't know what they were doing when she told me to do it. I looked at everyone else, and then I realized what was going on, and I did it twice, and I was like, I can't do this.
I feel like I don't belong in yoga. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm too messy for it.
No, absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So everyone, it's so funny, like, because I went in, and everyone's got their mats, everyone's like You know what I mean? They got their water, they got this stuff,
And
like
the towels line up perfectly to the
everything's
mat.
symmetrical.
Yeah.
I got my glasses. I got my towel over here.
Your
I'm
alarm's
fucking-
going off.
my-
You're doing a Puffco.
Yeah. I'm doing a backflip. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm dying on my mat.
You brought breakfast.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like that. I always feel like my towel's all messy, and I'm like always trying to straighten it, and everybody's just like,
Yeah.
they already know their intention coming in. I said, I didn't know we had to write down intentions before this.
Yeah, I had homework.
I
just
know
got
no one
here.
told me, dude.
Yeah, I she was like, think your intention. And then I said mine out loud and I was like, fuck.
Oh, no.
Everyone just looked at me.
No.
I was like creative. And then I was like, that's fuck. God
Oh
damn it.
no, not the out loud creative.
Yeah.
And the tie dyes.
Oh God, it was rough, dude.
Yeah, but it feels good.
I truly felt so good afterwards. Like you get out of the class and I'm like, I am better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do feel like that. And then the next thing you do, you're like, I want a healthy meal.
I had a smoothie.
Yeah.
And also because of that first hot yoga class, I've sworn off soda completely.
Really?
Because I've already quit like regular Coca-Cola. Like probably, I think I've been like, I know, dude. Oh my God, dude.
I love a Coca-Cola.
Dude, I make Hannah let me smell hers.
That's
I swear to
so
God.
funny. That's so funny.
I'll be like, come on, let me get the can.
Let me
She'll give
sniff
me
your
the can.
Coke, babe.
I'll
You're
fucking-
sniffing Coke in your
Yeah,
house, but it's literally Coca-Cola. That's so funny.
Dude, it's rough. But like, and then now I'll do like Diet Coke or like a Coke Zero to really like, if I'm craving something. But now after that, I was like, oh, I think I can just go straight water.
Yeah. I've been doing water a lot, and then I'll do like before I go on stage, I'll open up a can of Coke and have like a quarter of it. Like a naughty
Just a
little
little sip.
fucking pig. Yeah.
Sometimes I get a can of Coke, I'll put a line down and I'll just.
Yeah, I chop up my soda. You ever chop up your soda?
Oh,
Yeah, I bought a liter the other day.
Coke. Dude, I looked at this is the fun part about having friends that do a bunch of Coke. I looked at the amount of sugar that was in Coke and it was like 69 grams.
I thought you were talking about cocaine again.
Hilarious.
That's so funny.
No. I do actual cocaine. I asked them, I was like, how many 8 balls is 69 grams? And the amount of my friends that responded in less than 5 seconds
Wow.
was hilarious.
Wow.
They were like this many 8 balls. I think it was like 6.5 8 balls
Wow.
worth of sugar is in a can of cocaine. Coca-Cola.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude,
That's
it's
some quick
insane.
Coke math.
Yeah.
Maybe I couldn't. Maybe I need to start doing Coke the way the math was done so quickly.
Yeah, but it's only in 8 balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
3.5.
true.
Yeah.
You can't count in 8 balls forever, dude. We're adults.
Trying to pay your rent in fucking
In
8
8
balls?
balls?
You're like, how many 8 balls is that?
How many 8 balls is that? You're weighing your first child. And how many 8 balls is that? Can you convert pounds to 8 balls?
Yeah. I think that is a 562 8 ball kid.
Oh, damn, dude.
That's a big kid.
That's a big kid. This kid's going to be a partier.
So, how long you been in Austin now? The official move?
2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
A little over 2 weeks. It's going
And
so fast already. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it feels like when compared to like spots wise, like 1 week in Austin compared to 1 week in LA, and I'd even say you were trying hard in Austin to get spots. Like if you really like hit everybody up,
Yeah.
and like how many spots do you think you can get in Austin?
If I hit everybody
if you
up,
hit everybody up,
honestly, I think I could get in a week over 20.
absolutely. I
Over
believe
20.
that. And then in LA, if you did that.
3. 3 to 4. 3 to 4, and 3 of the clubs are rude. You don't want to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the email you get back is from a kid who's got a really strong YouTube channel.
Yes, exactly. So,
It creatively, it's just different. Like you could feel it, even as being someone from that came up in LA because we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
We both came
dude,
up
we
in LA.
started.
Yeah.
I mean, what year did you start?
God, I think it was maybe like a year or 2 maybe before you. It wasn't longer than 3 because
Yeah.
I remember.
I think I started 2012.
Yeah, I think it might have been maybe a year.
Yeah.
Because then I remember you had because I remember you came to visit and then you were going to go back for school and then you didn't go back.
Yeah.
Which was, I remember everyone at the time was like, oh, that's
Bobby
crazy.
Lee was like the night before, he was like, just drop out tomorrow.
Yeah. And
Call your mom right now. And
Yeah.
I was like, should I? And he was like, call her right now. Tell her you don't want to go back. And I did.
isn't it weird how like there's this weird thing with comics, especially it's like when the older ones and just the circles that we've been in, it's this weird thing of like they want to see you make a leap of faith.
Yeah.
It's not like getting jumped in a gang or kind of in a sense
It
of where
is,
it's like
it
they're like
is,
they want
though.
to see you like, all right, yeah,
Give something up.
yeah. What are you gonna give up to get into this?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
you're not allowed in.
Or you're not allowed in.
If your foot's halfway in the door, you have no respect.
That's
And
so
that's
yeah.
just the truth. You have no respect from your peers.
100%. I have more respect for someone that quits than someone who's like
Half in.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Ah.
just go away. I don't know what else to say. It's so bad.
I know, but it's also like we've seen so much of it, and yeah, it's this weird thing of like I've seen people quit and they're like, I'm just happier, and I'm like, dude, that's so good for you.
Actually, I have so much respect for people that quit and really decide like it's not for them.
Yeah,
It's a very hard thing to do, to like say you're gonna be something and announce it to everyone and know that like everyone around you already has doubts, and then to like have so little ego that you could also say like I'm actually not gonna do this, makes you actually a bigger person than most people.
100%.
A lot of people stay stuck, unhappy forever, just for the fact that they don't want to quit.
Yeah.
But it's like life's ever changing. You could kind of just be whatever you want, whenever you want. You can change careers when you're like 80.
100%.
And you could just do whatever. You could have been like worked in construction your whole life, and then you can just go be like a fucking, I don't know, a professor somewhere.
Yeah. Some people are truly happy, doing other
I mean,
things.
you have to be a very aware 80-year-old to be a professor. I know what I'm saying. It sounds like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But isn't it like, isn't it always like, have you ever like told someone to quit? Has everyone just been like,
I've one time, and I'll never do it again. But I was like enough. This is so funny. I think I got kicked out of this page. I was like a women of comedy.
I remember that dumb fucking page.
And I think I got kicked out because the girl was like, I've been doing this for years. Like I really love it. She was like, I love doing it. She was like, I'm just not good at it. Like I'm not getting any better. Do you think I need some time? And I was like, you should quit and try something else. Everybody else is like, girl, give yourself some time and come back. And I was like, you should quit and try something else for a while. If it's not working at all for years and years, there's got to be a glimpse of light somewhere.
Yeah.
Even from the very beginning, there's got to be just the tiniest spark. It doesn't have to ignite anything, but you have to see that it's like one day there could be a fire here, dude.
Yeah.
In years, but you have to let it go. Some people have to let it go.
Yeah.
But I did feel bad after I said that, and then I got
But
kicked
also,
out of
how
the page.
good did you feel? No.
No, I didn't feel that good. Actually, I felt kind of
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah.
And maybe I shouldn't have said it. And I think that's maybe, I don't know. I just said it because that's how I honestly felt. I honestly felt like if you want everyone's opinion, my opinion is you should quit. If you're not good in 3 years at all, and you do it all the time, and you like it.
But you don't know the progress or how to like move forward.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Just go try something else. Maybe you're better at like writing or acting or something in the
producing.
vein, or
Yeah.
producing, or like making shows. Like, why just block yourself?
100%. Yeah, there's people that I've met where like terrible comics, phenomenal touring agents.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of times. Or terrible comics and incredible writers happens
Yeah,
all the time.
Absolutely.
Get off stage.
Yeah, dude, get the
Go
fuck
write-
off
Go
stage.
sell a movie.
Yeah, that's also the crazy thing is I've been in this long enough to where like I've seen people that I've at open mics who just fucking suck
Yeah.
for years, and then they're just like coming back and they got like a new fucking Beamer, and they're like, "What happened?" They're like, "I sold a screenplay," and you're like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
you were so bad at comedy."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
I'm really wondering if we're seeing the same people in our heads when we're saying this. I'm just not saying. I wish
We'll talk afterwards.
there was like a
Yeah, I actually have
a
them all. We go
paywall
pull
where you
them
could
up.
see our thoughts. That's next. Want to know what I'm really thinking? Follow me on
Thinkstagram.
Thinkstagram.
What? All
Think
right,
me.
so Austin, you've been loving it.
Love it.
What spots or like what venues have you seen that you're like, oh, okay, this is like,
Like stand up?
yeah.
I mean, I've just done like the main ones. I don't know any of the like
East Austin.
I know that
any
there's
of those ones.
No, I haven't done those yet. I've been doing the Mothership, the Creek and the Cave,
Creek and Cave's
Sunset
great.
Strip.
Sunset's great.
I love it, and then Vulcan when they do the
yeah,
shows.
Yeah, Vulcan's fun.
And yeah, and I've just kind of been sticking to those. but I have a few. I'm doing like next week some of the. I'm doing tonight in East Side.
East Side's fun.
The magic show. I'm doing this magic
You're
show.
gonna do magic?
Well, the show is like comedians do a set, and then it's a magician that's running the show.
Oh, okay.
And then they each have to try and do a magic trick for the audience.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and
I'm
the
not
winner
gonna lie.
and the best trick gets $100.
That's actually that actually is really
It's
sick.
sick, and I love magic. I did
love-
the magic prank
yeah.
show and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I also love magic. My wife fucking hates magic.
I love it.
Because she's also slightly autistic and is very logical and hates being tricked. Like if you do a card trick in front of her, she'll be like, "Ah!" She gets angry. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's how I get, but that's why I wanted to get into it because
Yeah.
I was like, I need to know the secrets.
Would you, if you could, like, be super good at yeah?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So you don't even have to finish the sentence. I probably will quit in the next 2 years and become a magician, to be honest. I love it.
I feel
and
like
there's not women.
Yeah, there's no women magicians.
I know, but that's what they said when I got into this, and look where I am now. Three eggs left, fucking 12 years later.
You're gonna make the other
In a
ones
basement talking
reappear.
about becoming a magician, okay?
I think you'd crush it as a magician. I'd watch a chick magician.
Yeah.
Chick-gician?
Chick-gician.
That's so dumb.
A funny like comedy set that's also good magic in between.
Yeah.
You know how Bo Burnham used to do his like interactive
Yeah.
specials? That, but magic, but good magic.
Yeah, like,
in between the sets.
The Amazing Jonathan. Do you ever watch him?
Like I'm telling a joke about having sex and I have a magical queef come out of nowhere. A guy's
Floats
ear.
through the audience.
It comes out of his ear.
Audience.
That kind of works though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love it. And yeah, I'm doing a bunch of different shows, and there's just so many to do.
It's crazy how many there are.
When I got here, I haven't done this in years. And when I got here, I was like, I'm taking 2 days a week. I'm picking 2 days.
Right? You
and
couldn't.
no one gets anything.
You couldn't do that.
And
in LA.
every Sunday and every Thursday, I will be left alone.
And that's good.
Yeah, and I'm like excited about it. Bianca just messaged me, and she was like, "Hey, I know your day off is Thursday, but in case you," I'm like, "No,
Nope.
girl,
Let this shit on red,
it's
dog.
my day off.
Yeah.
It's my day off. I'm doing it. I'm committing."
Yeah, this was I think it was yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I've had a spot every day since I got here." I was like, "I think I'm just gonna hang out today and not do anything."
Yeah.
And it's kind of like nice to be able to have that power. In LA, you'd be like, these are the 2 days I'm working, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and you work so little there that you feel guilty when you have days off. So you try to
Yes.
fill them with podcasts and
Or
auditions and
Beating up homeless
writing
people.
and yeah.
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 Oh.
Sodomy and crying, you know.
That fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get into. All right. Some of these are some questions my wife wrote.
Oh yeah.
So what are
You
some?
need a drop for that.
Oh yeah, wife drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey. These are some questions my wife wrote. Honey, I wrote these.
Oh my god, that was also the other thing. Is you're great at voices. I discovered this in the back of the store, and I think I literally lost my shit when you did it. What was it? The barking is a dog? No. What is it? What do you do? It was you did a voice, a specific voice.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Sarah Weinshank?
No, was it Sarah?
I actually really like Josh Martin.
No, I think it was the little kid. It was the little kid voice.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Do you have any games on your phone?
Isn't that crazy?
Frank. Do you think that I could maybe get another Puffco? I broke my glass. My boyfriend did it. He likes little boys.
See, yeah, dude, you did that in the back of the store, and I lost my goddamn mind. I was like, holy shit. We had the same manager. I think I texted him. I was so high, I texted him. I was like, do you know she can do voices? And he was like, yeah, dude, I know. And I was like, oh, fuck. All right, my bad. Sorry, Zach. All right.
Shout out, Zach.
What are some of your biggest irrational fears?
Oh my God, there's so many.
So many big ones?
Yeah. Brain eating amoeba, murdered in the middle of the night. Botulism from like bad garlic.
Wait, what? What's botulism?
Yeah. It's like when I'm pretty sure it's when you get like blood clots in your brain and then you
From
have a
bad
stroke and
garlic?
die. Yeah, and if you leave garlic out, people get botulism. There's like, you get botulism from a bunch of shit that I never knew about. First of all, I was never taught anything. So now I'm finding all the things I survived throughout all these years. I used to take every day in college, I would take my toast out of the toaster with a fork from the top. I'd grab it and pull it out. No one ever told me. No one ever told me not to do that. Everything I was self-taught. You know when I learned my middle name? 3rd grade. You know what? My favorite show is Hey Arnold. My parents knew I watched Hey Arnold every day for years and years and years. And then when I was 27, I went to New York and I said, this is where Hey Arnold was. Everything I had was self-taught. No one ever told me anything. My parents just didn't tell me stuff. Like, there was never like, that's New York City. I feel like if I was a parent and my kid was watching Hey Arnold every day, I'd be like, oh, it's a stoop because in New York there's a bunch of stoops. Like, I'd throw facts, dude. I never got a fact thrown, so I'm sorry. I don't even know where we started with this.
My wife's like, damn, that was a great. No, I was talking about biggest irrational fears.
Oh.
By the way, that was you went from botulism and garlic to
family trauma.
Hey Arnold.
To Hey Arnold.
I love it.
Yeah, I guess.
So botulism. I mean, my biggest irrational fear is someone coming up to me and being like, "Oh, you're not allowed to have a life this good. Like, we fucked up. You're not supposed to be doing like, you know what I mean?
It's all fake."
Yeah, you're like, oh, you weren't supposed to be doing well. You're supposed to. You're supposed to be over here. And then, like that's always like my biggest fear.
Yeah, mostly my biggest fear is just anything really tragic going wrong and changing the course of my entire life and grief and who I am on the inside. To be honest, call me crazy.
No, I think that's everyone's. I think that's a legit one. Yeah.
Dude, I can't handle the chance.
But that's also such a crazy, wild like thing. You know what I mean?
It's so nuts.
You know what I mean?
It's so nuts, yeah, but scary. Wee, scary. Frank, can we skip this question? I've actually started to get really scared.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done in a romantic relationship?
Oh God, craziest?
Yeah.
Crazy in a good way or a bad way?
However you want to take it. I'll take both.
The craziest bad thing. When me and Lewis were dating, one time, so he was cheating on me. I wanted to look through his phone, and he did everything in his power not to let me. So he left the house like in a hurry. And this was like winter in New York, and I knew he was deleting texts on the way down, so I knew I had to catch up quick. And so I was trying to get like winter shit on, but I just said fuck it, and I had like a coat on, and I went out barefoot. And I was literally chasing him, going like, let me see your phone, you fucking fatty. I was so pissed. He was walking all slow. I was like, you can't even get away from me. I was being really mean because I knew he was deleting shit. And that's probably the craziest.
That, I don't know if that's too crazy. That seems pretty, like, not having shoes going out in the snow seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
What's the craziest, like, good thing you've ever done?
Probably with my current boyfriend. We met one day and then never stopped hanging out. I came back to LA for like 3 days, and then we like talked on the phone every day, and then we just moved in together like immediately.
I mean, I've met your boyfriend and I want to move in with him immediately. He's fucking so cool, dude.
I know people online are like, Kim's insane. Like, you're dating a stalker who moves in with. I'm like, you haven't met him.
Yeah.
It's like you have to meet him. Dog. I would never do this. I've dated a bunch of guys. I've waited years, and I had like a 9-month rule before I lived or even thought about living with anybody or anything.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
what I mean? Like I'm never the girl to like get into something in a rush.
Yeah.
But
when it's right, it's right.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah, you met him. He's sick as fuck.
Yeah, it was also one of those things where like when all of your guy friends look at each other and they're like, all right, this guy's really cool. We kind of like, this guy. You know what I mean? Like this is a fucking.
It's disgusting. I show up now and people go, Kim, what's up? And then he walks in behind me and they go, Chuck!
Yeah.
And it's like such a different decibel, and I'm like, okay, friends.
Yeah, he does get like sitcom level treatment when he walks into the room.
He does. Yeah. Fucker.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, I guess that's better than like, because I mean, I've seen it too when comics bring their significant others and it's just kind of like, that's like a, it's like a shell of a person. You know what I mean? It's like, or they live vicariously through them, or then it's like, you feel like they're just kind of like the part of that. You know what I mean? It's like a weird dynamic.
Yeah, it's like an extension instead of their own person.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I really wanted when I was looking for a guy. I was like, I want someone that's gonna have like his own charisma, where my friends can be friends with them on their own.
Yeah.
Like they can just go off and have a conversation, and I don't need to be there to facilitate or host some sort of friendship.
Yeah.
It was really important to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, because, man, I think about some exes that I had, and I'm like, thank God.
they're exes.
Thank God they're exes. Like,
yeah. But I also appreciate, I honestly I had one boyfriend in high school. I had a boyfriend in middle school. He went to prison.
nice.
And yeah, but he got out. Hell yeah, recently. Some crazy shit.
Did he
But
tell you congratulations?
no, I just saw that he got out, and
Oh,
I
wow.
saw it in front of my new boyfriend when I was scrolling Facebook. I said, "My ex got out of prison." He goes, "Cool. You want to go back?" Why are you so excited? I was excited. It'd been years, like middle school.
What did he go to
dude.
prison for?
I don't know. I don't even know if I could say. Like, I do know, but I don't know. I don't know how much I'd want to say online.
Yeah.
But yeah, some crazy shit. And then, what was I talking about? Oh, I've had a few boyfriends, and I just feel like every single one of them, I've had like 3 or 4 boyfriends ever. Every single one of them, I've taken a thing that I wanted to keep, a trait, a thing that I liked. Instead of being like, that person was horrible, I like focus on the thing that I really liked about them. And then I was like, I want that for my future person. I want them to have this little piece that I liked of this person, because nobody was ever the whole thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I have a joke about it, but it's true where it's like, you know, I got my heart broken a lot when I was younger, just dating, right?
Mhm.
When that happens a lot, you get to see like what you want in a person and
Yeah, what you don't want.
what you don't want, and then
Yeah, it's really helpful.
it really is.
Fuck around for a while.
Dude, get
Date
gross.
around.
Come
That's what I was
on.
trying to tell my sister. I'm like, you need to go out, have a couple bad boyfriends
That's why
that
when
you need to dump and like talk shit about with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know.
And whenever someone's like, she's for the streets, I'm just like, dog, who wants to fuck someone who hasn't gone and done
You need
crazy
someone.
shit?
You need someone that's been in the streets a little.
Dog, come on, you know?
You don't want an unaware.
Yeah. Whenever someone's like, I want like
Pure.
whenever-
I want
yeah,
a pure.
I'm like, that just seems creepy and like
It
you
is
know?
creepy. It's like
You-
just say it. You want a kid.
yeah,
You want a fucking
100%.
kid, dude.
You want a fucking.
If you want a really pure woman, you want the closest thing you can have to a child.
It's the weirdest shit. Like the trad
Sorry,
wives.
that's gonna piss off
A lot of the
lot of
trad wife
people.
stuff makes me laugh so much because it's also like my wife is. I think I'm the second person she's ever been with. She also like has a good job. She does all these things. Comes from like a nuclear family, all this stuff. But she's also like very non-trad. She's very like independent, but she fits all those boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's got a very highly educated. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, I also like the trad wives, and I'm sure some of them fucked around before they met their stupid husbands that think they only fucked them. It's like your wives are lying. Like, yeah, for sure, 100%. And don't go hit them when you hear this, you pussy. They're lying because you're a pussy. If
Yeah.
you're a bigger man, they could tell you the truth.
100%. Anyone that's afraid of a body count makes me laugh so
Oh,
fucking
it makes me
hard.
sick, dude.
It cracks me
It
up.
makes me sick.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, anyways.
Yeah, because it's crazy, you know, because even if I were to say my body count, which I think I have on a podcast, I think Gabby Lamb asked me, and it was like somewhere in the high 20s, low 30s. But if you think about that, when you're in 33 and you've been single most of your life and having sex since you were 17, it's really not crazy. So
That's
I
a
see these
low
women
number,
that they're like in their 40s and they're like, I've been with one man. I'm like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
You need to get fucked.
Yeah,
you need to
100%.
imagine how much fun you'd have on like a weirdo old people horny cruise, lady. Go.
But that's literally why that all ends up happening. Is that's why
because those
been
were
to-
the women that was slept with one person their
and then
whole life.
like they're finally like fuck it, or he dies, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go get plowed in the
They're
Bahamas.
having weird heart palpitations. They're like, I need to fuck a little bit because I see the light.
Dude, they're pouring Metamucil on their tits,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I mean?
It must be crazy.
Oh.
I don't see myself. I actually see myself getting more. I'm like, probably since I stopped like hooking up with people drunkenly, like in my mid 20s, and I'm about to be in my mid 30s. So it's like I feel like I'm getting more trad wife as I get older.
Yeah.
I'm like I'll submit, I'll cook. You have to buy the house, though. After I see the
Please,
prices,
yeah.
bitch, I'll do the dishes. You buy the house.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's get less feminine, okay?
Yeah.
In this economy, no.
Yeah, dog. Bro, I'll be a fucking house husband, dog. Hannah's about to buy me a fucking sweet new place.
Hell yeah, dude.
Was it? No, I think I'd asked you, was it you? Because I had joked about starting a second family in Texas, and then you're like, wow. I think it was Hormones who said it. He was like, wow, I don't think Hannah can afford that.
That's really funny.
That's
I
so
thought about
funny.
that a few times since you told me.
All right. What are some weird things you do to cope with stress?
Oh, God, I'm so bad at it.
Really?
I'm so bad at coping. This move, this was part of it. Leaving LA was one of them.
Yeah.
LA was very stressful for me.
Yeah.
It just is, dude. Anything you want to do there is like, I could see it because I have this weird residual trauma while I'm living here where I'm going to yoga and I'm like, I have to leave 30 minutes early so I can for traffic, and then I have to find parking, and then I have to find the validation spot, and then you get there and they're like, no, we have a parking lot at this yoga place. What are you talking about? You know, like, it's like in LA. Yeah, in LA, you got to do laundry. There's like, you got to get quarters, and then you go to the gas station.
You gotta
and
fight
they're pissed.
somebody?
Dude, you go to the bank, and the bank has one teller, and it's a 2-hour line for you to get a couple. It's like everything is a nightmare.
Yeah, there's a TikToker doing a dance.
Yeah, everywhere, dude, everywhere. You're getting there's a pedophile getting caught and slapped next to you for a YouTube channel. You're like, it never ends. It never ends.
Yeah, it never
By the
ends.
way, I like that they've been slapping the pedophiles lately.
It
Have
is
you
pretty
seen
hilarious.
that?
It's so
They've
great.
upped it.
Yeah.
Like they are abusing them now, and they're going, call the cops, dude.
Yeah.
This is going on our YouTube, or we'll call the cops.
What also is crazy too is you're starting to realize it's like there's a lot of like just like a lot of they've been catching a lot of like mentally handicapped pedophiles.
Yeah,
Like, they're all-
that I find a little unfair.
Yeah, I this might be fucked up to say, but I did watch one of the videos. They were like beating up a guy who clearly was mentally handicapped, but he was also very understanding that he was in trouble. He was like
Taking it
Yeah,
like
I should-
Quasimodo.
Yeah, I shouldn't do the. I'm not gonna do the impression, but he was like, "Yeah, I get it, I understand." He was just like, "All right, I'm gonna hit you now," and he was like, "All right, go ahead, I deserve it." And then he hits him, and then he's like, "Ah," and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna hit you again." And he goes, "All right, cool," and he like gets hit again. But like
So
the whole,
formal.
I know the whole time the guy that's hitting him, like you could tell he's like holding back from what you would
'Cause
a
he's
regular person, but he still gave him a little bit
He's no
more.
ableist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna hit
Everybody
him.
get these hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him, but not as hard as I would a regular
Yeah.
person.
It's like if you would catch a chick.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh god, that's so fucking funny. Oh, sorry,
We go off into tangents.
I
I don't know
love
where
it.
we started. I don't know.
Oh, we're
where-
talking about weird things to do to cope with stress.
Oh yeah, so I started taking cortisol managers, which is like some sort of pill with like ashwagandha and all that fucking de-stressing. And I take that every night. I've been doing the yoga. I've been trying to sleep at least 8 hours. At least. I think that's what you should get.
Yeah,
No
the
more.
minimum. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to sleep 8 hours and just fucking, I've been trying to just chill. Like literally anytime I get stressed or because I have really bad anxiety, I just been trying to be like, you need to fucking chill. Like
Yeah.
almost be a little meaner to myself. I've been a little like pussy to me, being like, you have anxiety, your stomach hurts. And then lately I've just been going in my head like, you need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like how I would talk to someone that's like panicking.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Yeah, 100%.
Take a breath.
And I it's so funny because my wife, she's had to deal with me dealing with that shit all the time.
Mhm.
Like if you asked her, she'd be like, "Oh, he freaks out all the fucking time."
Yeah.
And she
But
bought,
your wife's like a therapist,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So even then she gets tired of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
she has she bought it's an ice pack or it's an ice roller,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh.
And I remember I was like just like I was starting to have I felt like I was starting to have a panic attack and
I
I was
hate
just
a panic
stressing and stuff. And then Hannah was just like went and grabbed it and then just put it on my face and started rolling it. And it shocked me so much. I was just like, what the fuck is, and then I felt better immediately, but I was just so like, it just shocked me out of it.
Dude, I had my first panic attack last year,
Whoa.
and that shit is no joke.
Yeah.
That shit is no fucking. I did it at Hormoz's house, and I called 911 on myself.
Yeah.
Like real
Hell
deal,
yeah.
real panic attack. Like, and I was so pissed because he could clearly tell I was having a panic attack, but I didn't know this till then. But when you're in it, you're fully convinced that you're dying and no one
100%.
believes you.
100%.
And everyone's holding you back from being saved. Like it's like
100%.
kind of this panic feeling where you're going like, you're not listening. I'm actually dying for no reason.
Yeah.
and
It's your
everyone's-
body's reaction.
Dude, crazy. My whole my face. I remember it started because my face went numb, and my first thought was I'm having a stroke.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm having a stroke. My whole head went numb, my face. And I started slapping myself. And Horn was like, out of nowhere, we're talking. And I just started slapping myself. And he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going numb. I think I'm passing out. And he was like freaked out. He goes, okay, lay down. I'm like, and and then I'm laying down. And I'm like, I think I'm dying. And it lasts a long time.
Yeah.
You would think that it would be like,
Instant and then over.
yeah, a minute, 2 minutes. It lasted like 40 minutes for me of like this like feeling of like impending doom. I don't know how to explain it any other
Impending
way
doom.
besides that like death is on its way.
Yeah.
And your body's fully convinced and it's also reacting in a way that you're dying. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then I was holding Hormoz's hand going, just hold my hand. And I remember thinking like, at least a friend will be holding me while I die, which was really sad. And then I was like, we need to call 911. And then they came and asked me if I did drugs. And Hormoz was like, she smokes weed. And I'm like, why would you say that? Now they don't believe I'm dying, which put me into a deeper panic attack. And then I kept trying to over-explain. I'm like, I'm good with weed. I'm not like these girls that call 911 on weed. Like I'm for real good. And they're like, but sometimes, and I go, no, I'm serious. Weed is like water to me. I started sounding like a drug addict. I'm like, you don't understand. They're like, bring it.
You don't know weed like I do.
Yeah. They're like, speaking of, when's the last time you had water? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Just so you know, if you live in LA, you can call 911. If you don't go in the ambulance, it's free. They'll come and check your vitals for free.
Were the guys at least cute?
I couldn't, no. I didn't care. I was like, it was bad, dude.
Oh,
and then
man.
I got a slight bit of a second one. And then I talked myself out of it because I was like so terrified of going through it again that did that thing where I was like, you need to not have a panic attack right now.
Yeah.
And I never want one again. And if you have them, I'm so sorry. It's so scary.
They fucking suck. Yeah. I'll get them from time to time.
So bad.
Yeah. But it's also like, I've also with Hannah and just the stuff like learning and like how to like cope and how to like regulate yourself. Like regulating is a big thing too. Like hers whole thing was like sight, touch, sound. So it's like touch something to ground yourself, hear something, focus on it. Like there's also taste. So it's like there's like food or like chips.
Yeah,
or
but you're
something
looking
salty.
up and everything's yellow and there's a ringing in your ear and you're like, I don't know, dude. I don't want a chip right now, okay? Get the salt and vinegar out of my fucking face. Dude.
Get these spickies out of my face.
Stop. Get the ice roller off my eye. I'm dying. Take me seriously.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's actually like 2 more questions.
Okay.
These are actually really good. Damn,
Yeah,
shout out my wife. Hey.
Dude, she's the shit.
What are some things your parents did / do that drive you insane?
Oh, God. She's such a therapist, by the way.
Yeah.
All these questions. Oh, it's hard. There's so much.
I know, especially with our parents. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You want to do moms or dads?
I wish that both of my parents, actually, I don't know if I wish, but this is what drove me insane. I don't want to say that I wish they were different because I'm who I am because of the way they were. But the thing that drove me insane is that they weren't very parental. Like I said, like they were fucking cool and very fun.
They're
and
like
our house
brothers
was
and
the party.
sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been nice to, like I said, learn a thing or two.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Know how to be like polite, have manners. Like learning all that stuff when you're in your 20s is just embarrassing, to be honest. And you do.
Yeah. There are some like glaring things.
And my parents are nice. I'm not saying like manners like
absolutely.
they're rude. I'm just saying they're wild, fun people.
Yeah. Like they're the kind of like when I see your parents, it reminds me of my parents because my parents are the kind where like if all my friends came and had a party with all of us, they'd be like, "Your parents are fucking great."
Right.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Like they only know how to cut loose.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like there's
You're like, spank me, and not in a weird way.
like I remember my mom went to my wife's bridal shower, and her parents live in like a nice like house. It's very like calm.
Yeah.
The first thing my mom said, she was like, "It's too quiet in there. It's just I just don't. I don't know how. I just couldn't get comfortable. It's just there's no chaos."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, do you hear what you just said? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy." She can't get comfortable in silence or calm.
That's how when my mom sleeps, the TV's on, her closet has a light in it, so the door's open. And like the TV's on like full blast, and she's got like a nightlight plug. Like there's like light shining in her eyes, and the TV's on. Like, and I'm like, what are you trying to block out? Can you sit in the quiet? Think, just sit. Sometimes call me crazy. I think myself to sleep.
Like you just dream off.
I just close my eyes, and if it starts going bad, I go, no, refocus. And I kind of bring it back. And every night I fall asleep by imagining myself on a tropical beach, like where the water's completely clear, and I'm on a longboard, and I start falling asleep by waxing the board.
So it's like very meditative.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I do it every night, and I wax this board in my hand, and then I get in. And as I'm paddling, I just look at different animals that are under the water, swimming under me. And I fall asleep to that in my own head every night.
Yeah, that's very meditative. Did I say that word right?
And then I go to the beach every night in my dreams, so I think that has something to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
That's actually that's like very impressive and pretty cool.
Yeah, I started doing that because I grew up with the TV on. So we grew up like with my mom's bed, the TV on, and then, I don't know, one day I just I was so scared of the dark too. Because again, my mom always had the lights on. Yeah. She was scared of the dark. So when you're a kid, you're like, there must be something in the dark if your parents are scared of it or whatever. And yeah, and then one day I just turned it off, and I was like, let's see what happens if I lay in the dark.
And then
turns out
happened.
You sleep, dude.
Yeah, you
sleep.
The fuck out.
You sleep, and you don't hear like Grey's Anatomy in the background. You don't hear like clear. Every day I'd wake up and be like, I feel like I was in surgery last night.
Yeah.
Like,
we lost another one.
I'm crying as I wake up. I'm like, this can't be good.
Oh my God. Yeah. My mom is, I guess the thing that like annoys me that my mom still does is like, so I have siblings now, and like the way my mom raised me, I kind of like not forgave her, but I'm kind of like, I understand the pressures you had and all that jazz. You were a young mom, all that stuff. You worked, like there was a little bit of an excuse for like, not your temper, but just how short you were and stuff, for just the way she was, you know? And then now it's like, she has more stability. She's got a husband that loves her. She's got like 2 kids that are great. And she's just like really hard on them. And she's like yells at them sometimes. She's just like she's the same way she was with me. And I like very triggering to me because I'm just like, dog, like, what do you, like, you got to be
better.
Your
situation's better now.
Yeah. Where it's like, there's no excuse. Like,
yeah.
And I think a lot of it is, it's like, she was in survival mode for so long.
It's hard to get out of.
And then it's also like, this is also a new kind of, not new thing for her, but this is different for her.
Well, it also probably feels like at any moment it could get taken away still.
And too.
She's like, it's like getting like a shelter dog almost. It's been abused. Like you see like something happened here.
Yeah.
Even if they're in a new house with a new family, they're still like nervous.
100%. Yeah. And she's always just like, these kids, they do like white lies. I'm like, yeah, man, they're fucking kids.
They lie.
They lie. You know?
Yeah.
Well, of course, kids lie. And it's also like, of course they lie or they hide things from you because of the way you react.
Yeah.
That's why I hid shit from you, is because you would go to 12 immediately. So it's just like stuff like that is like what kind of drives me crazy. And that also worries me of like when I have kids, like how much of that is going to be like instilled in them.
I think it's a good sign that you're already concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that doesn't even exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's already like a head start you're at.
Yeah, just that I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think you should be too worried about that.
Yeah.
I am actually, I know this is probably not healthy, but I'm like, I can't wait to have my redemption kids.
Dude, oh my God.
I'm like, I want to show my parents how cool it could be to be a parent and fun.
My mom has said that too, because we've gotten arguments about parenting. And
she's like, wait till you have kids.
She's like, wait till you have kids. And then I remember one time an argument, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna be fucking better. And then she just got quiet. And then I was like, I had to like apologize. And I was like, because we when we argue, we still like argue. Like I'll fight, and then we like say mean things to each other. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm being mean to my mom, or like why she's trying to be mean to me. But that's just how she always was. Like it's just
that's the friend mom thing.
Yeah,
it's the friend, and so you guys argue like friends.
Yeah.
But then you have the mindset that like you both love each other unconditionally, so you could be meaner than you would to a friend who would just leave.
Yeah.
Because your mom won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been times where I'm like, I'm not talking to you for months, and then
Dude.
we won't talk, and then I'll just be like,
At any point in time, I have one family member blocked. They all take turns. And
Yeah.
right now, my sister, and that bitch is blocked. One of them. I have 3 sisters.
I know. I remember you have 3 sisters. Yeah.
It usually goes between my mom and my sister, and that's it. But yeah, sometimes you need a few months off. And
Yeah,
that's
man.
okay.
It's family, dog. You know?
That's okay. Homie.
Sometimes you got to hit that block button.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Have you ever dated someone that reminds you of one of your parents?
No. No, to be honest.
That's great.
No. Yeah. No. I don't know. I think that's a different response for a different kind of upcoming.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like young and your parents are like the best people in the world and your dad's like
Holy
the
shit.
guy you look to and you're like, you trust him more than anybody, you probably would love to feel something similar to a husband.
That is a phenomenal
But instead, I just found
answer.
the opposit of my parents, was just someone I could trust, and I know they keep promises. You know,
where it's like all the things that you were missing in your parents is what you found in your significant
yeah.
other.
So when people say they found someone like their dad, they just found a good person because their dad's a good person. I think. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. They just found not an alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. Damn, that was such a great eye-opening answer. I did not think you were going to take it that way. Wow, that is such a that kind of blew my mind thinking about that, because it's like, yeah, that is, I mean, that's Hannah.
That's
like,
Hannah. She's the opposite of what your parents.
100% the opposite of like both of my parents. Yeah. Whoa, God
Dude,
damn.
My boyfriend's parents text me and tell me they're proud of me. They have to know that something was missing as a child, because they'll like leave me voicemails and go, "Hi Kim, how are you? Just want to let you know you're our favorite daughter." And then they just hang up, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
this is healing something.
Yeah, it was so funny when her dad told me he was proud of me for something, and I was just like, and everyone like, he was just like, "What's he doing?" And she was like, "It's a long story. He's just it
That
means
makes
a
him
lot
feel
to
good."
Yeah, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, this is how I wanted."
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, why is he hugging me?" I'm like,
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Man, those are fucking phenomenal questions.
Those are great. Shout out Hannah.
Dude, shout out Hannah. I gotta fucking pay her money.
Yeah, you should.
All right. What are we at? He's all 25.
47.
Oh, really? 47?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is there anything you want to plug before we start to get out of here?
Oh yeah, you can check out my special on YouTube, Childless MILF. My podcast, The Kim Congdon Takeover, anywhere you find podcasts. My podcast with Sarah Weinshank called This Bitch. And I'm in Austin, Texas. I'll be at Skankfest in September. Come out for Kim Fest. Doing a bunch of fun shows for that. I need to figure that out. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Let's close on this. So I've really been loving walking around the Austin scene. I'm still such a fan of comedy. Even though it's like we see a lot of bad comedy, I still love good comedy.
I
And
love this clip.
so CJ Landry, I've been watching him. He's really, really funny.
He's very funny.
He's really funny. I've seen him at the Mothership and around town. I ended up having to follow him at the Black Magic, at the Black Rabbit, and he had such a good set. It was one of those, like, in the middle of it, so I was like, fuck. And it wasn't like, fuck, I gotta follow him, but it was like, fuck, this is good. Like, I gotta be on my toes.
Yeah, it lights a fire under your
Yeah,
ass.
where you get excited. And I was saying that it's like I don't get that feeling as much as I used to. But when you do, it's not like a scared feeling. It's like the closest I can get to doing like roast battle without actually doing roast battle, like that excited like battle feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's this thing of like, oh, it's like fight or flight. Like now you gotta you have to set the bar. You gotta go
He
above.
did good. Now I have to do good.
Like, oh shit, like you gotta ride this momentum.
It's friendly competition.
Yeah, or I like that. Yeah, but he was definitely one that was a fun one to follow. But he posted this, and I thought
love this
was
clip. Yes,
such a funny joke.
Politically, though, if you really pay attention, like I can't even make sense of it. Really, like Biden dropped out of the race because all the Democrats are like, oh, he's not fit to run. He's not fit to run for president. Can't run for president. He's the president right now. What are we gonna do about that? We're just gonna not do anything about that. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's like if you and your friends had a long night out drinking, y'all on y'all's way home in the car, and your buddy's like, oh, dude, we gotta get Kevin home. He's fucking hammered. You're like, Kevin's driving. What are you talking about? Kevin can hardly talk. Kevin should stop driving right now. And then your buddy's like, yeah, but then we'd have to let a lady drive. We don't want that. Fuck with that.
It's so good.
And the thing that I always like is like, especially in Austin, you get a lot of like political comedy. And I've always been one of those guys where it's like, coming up, people have always told me it's like, don't do political comedy because it's either you alienate half the audience or whatever. And the way everything is,
that
it's
was
like,
perfect. That you don't even need a side. You're
that's
going like,
perfect.
that's kind of true.
So
no matter who you're voting for, that's true.
And that's one of those things where like I still think there's grounds to be like a comic and to look at these things that are political but still come from them from a comedy point of view where there's no like ulterior motive of like pandering to either side.
I will tell you, I closed myself out completely to politics after 2016. I was like, I'm just done. Like, I don't want to fucking even deal with it.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of back where you are, where I'm like, yeah, I kind of could dig in a bit. It is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that.
Is there anyone around town that you've seen that you're like, I really fucking dig?
I really like Tyler Fisher.
Tyler Fisher?
And
He
Ari
did that.
Maddie's really funny.
Ari Maddie is really funny.
Yeah. I really like Liz Splat.
Splat battled, I think, last weekend. She was really, really funny.
Yeah.
She hosted the Crew Show recently. She was really, really funny. I like the way she hosts.
Yeah, Tyler Fisher has a great Jordan Peterson impression.
Yeah, he did a Jordan Peterson impression on Kill Tony. I don't think it's out yet, but it fucking rocked.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, dude, thank you so much for coming on the first one. It's been great. You're so fucking funny. I'm glad to see all the cool things happening
Thanks
for you.
for having me.
Tell Chuck it's okay. I'll get him a replacement.
I'll let him know.
Thank you guys so much.
See y'all.